What if a curse meant to destroy you actually became your path to liberation? In the vast tapestry of Hindu mythology, few stories illuminate this paradox as powerfully as the tale of King Parikshit, whose destined death by snake bite transformed into humanity's greatest spiritual gift. Our story begins in the aftermath of the Great Kurukshetra War. The world stands at the threshold of Kali Yuga, the Age of Darkness. Into this transitional moment is born Parikshit, grandson of the mighty Arjuna and great-grandson of the Pandavas. His very birth carries divine significance, for he was saved in his mother's womb by Krishna himself when Ashwathama's deadly Brahmastra threatened to end the Pandava lineage forever. Parikshit grows to become a righteous king, embodying the highest ideals of Dharma. He rules with wisdom and compassion, protecting his subjects like a father protects his children. The kingdom of Hastinapur flourishes under his benevolent reign. Yet destiny, that inexorable force that governs even the mightiest, has already begun weaving the threads of his fate. The pivotal moment arrives during one of Parikshit's hunting expeditions. Tired and thirsty after a long chase, the king approaches the hermitage of the great sage Shamaka. The sage sits in deep meditation, so absorbed in divine contemplation that he doesn't acknowledge the king's presence. In Hindu tradition, failing to honor a visiting king, especially one as righteous as Parikshit, constitutes a grave breach of protocol. Here we witness a crucial moment where pride clouds wisdom. Feeling insulted and perhaps influenced by the creeping effects of Kali Yuga, Parikshit commits an act that will seal his fate. He picks up a dead snake and places it around the neck of the meditating sage. This seemingly small act of disrespect sets in motion a chain of events that will reshape the spiritual landscape of humanity. When Shamaka emerges from his meditation and discovers the dead snake, he remains calm, understanding the king's momentary lapse. However, his young son Shringi, filled with righteous anger at this insult to his father, utters a terrible curse. He declares that within 7 days, the king who dared to humiliate his father will die from the bite of Takshaka, the king of serpents. Upon learning of his son's curse, Shamaka feels deep remorse. He immediately sends word to Parikshit warning him of the impending doom. The sage knows that while his son's anger was justified, the curse was disproportionate to the offense.